Hey Fit friends, Lee Swigum here with L. Frederick Sport Performance and Fitness. Once again coming to you from almost always sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. Another beautiful day here in the desert. And in the video today we're going to be going through some balance, mobility, and stability exercises. If you followed my videos or seen my videos before, I do have previously have done a dynamic warm-up and dynamic stretching video. This would be the next step from doing that. So you could do those virtually every day. And then you can add these into that anywhere 3 to 5 days a week. It is something you could do every day. It's not like heavy resistance training or weight training where you're typically going to want 24 to 48 hours to recover before hitting it heavy again. These are things you can do and really almost should do every day to really help improve range of motion, your balance, your overall mobility, and stability, okay? So what you do is hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss a video. Try to get 1 to 2 per week, sometimes more. Going through things that I go through with my clients when we start, taking it again from the very basics of range of motion, joint health, and we can take it all the way through Olympic training into sports and athletic training. So make sure you're following it along. Check back by hitting that subscribe button. You'll make sure you don't miss a video. So here we go. Basic balance and mobility exercises. All right, after you've done the dynamic warm-up, we're ready to begin working on our balance and a little bit of range of motion here today. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to start with feet about shoulder width apart and what we call soft knees. That just means a little slight bend in them. You really are never going to do an exercise or a movement with a locked or a straight leg. That's one of the worst positions you can have for your knee, especially to come down or put weight on. Always want to have a little give in them and have a shock absorber and a little cushion. So that's what we refer to as soft knees. All right, so feet shoulder width apart, soft knees. Next thing I want you to really focus on before you even start moving is great posture. All right, so chest up, shoulders back, up nice and tall. Slight knee bend, maybe a little bend at the hips, and shoulders back up nice and tall. All right, from there, it's going to be a real simple motion, guys. You're going to bring your one knee up to your opposite elbow. You're going to meet right out in the front. It's a little bit of a shoulder rotation to make that touch, kind of a standing crunch. And then when you return to the ground, you're coming back into that kind of slight bend position with the knees. So it's going to look like this. Touch, press, touch, press, touch. You'll notice, again, coming down on soft knees, pressing up, rotating my shoulders to get that touch in the front. Not just going like this or just touching my knee. I'm trying to get a good rotation, crunch and touch in front. All right, 15 to 20 with one side. Then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. All right, as you get a little bit better with it, you can start to go a little bit quicker. All right, but again, concentrating on good posture, slight bend in those knees, feet about shoulder width apart. Use that ground to regain your balance when doing this. And again, that is your pretty standard knee to elbow touch or standing crunch. All right, level 2 for the standing crunch is just going to involve a little bit more flexion of the knees, more bending. So more of almost like trying to involve a squat to it. All right, in the first portion, we talked about the basic motion and then maybe doing it a little quicker. Now we're going to add more flexion in that knee, or the knees, excuse me. So squat as best you can, up and touch. Squat, touch, squat, touch. You'll notice I still come down on bent knees, working on a really good squat form, and then coming up into the knee touch. So again, 10, 15, 20 on one side, and we're going to work on the other side. All right, really about good control. Control and balance. Keeping that good posture, working on the good depth with that squat, coming up into that knee to elbow touch. So again, get a little more flexion as you work into that squat, and you'll see in my previous videos talking about the basics and fundamentals of a squat, so you can put those two together. All right, and the third option today for working on balance and mobility is going to be a toe touch. All right, you're going to start off in the same position we just did for the knee to elbow touch, feet shoulder width apart, soft knees, and instead of touching knee to elbow, we're going to do a straight leg toe touch to the opposite hand. So from here, it's touch, back to balanced, touch, back to balanced, touch. As you get better with it, you start increase that squat, increase the flexion of the knees. Then ultimately, all the way down. Squat, touch, squat, touch. But again, just starting off with soft knees, touch, touch. And then gradually adding more and more of a squat. And you're again doing it again on the other side. Squat, touch, squat, touch, or just simply touch. All right, 10, 15 to 20 each side, 2 to 3 sets. Again, this is something I would recommend doing 3 to 4 days a week minimum. You can do this every day. It is different from a heavy resistance or weightlifting workout where you're going to want 24 to 48 hours at least to recover. This is something you could do daily. I always advise taking a day off. Have a day to yourself, fully recover, get rested up, and get ready and recharged to go at it again. But again, 3, 4, 5 days out of the week, definitely something you can do. After 2 to 3 weeks, should notice a significant improvement in your balance. They become easier. You're able to get more flexion. Also, check out my squat video as far as getting that nice depth on the squat, which will help you, get that range of motion where you can do the squat up into the knee touch or squat into the toe touch. All right, again, appreciate you joining me today. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video, and we will talk to you soon. Be blessed, guys. Peace.